every day, and what time I'm trading, what time I'm stock trading, all this good stuff. Before I start, I want to ask you a question, guys. Anyone here is already Quant Alpha System owner? If anyone here already have Quant Alpha System, can you just do thumbs up? And this webinar is not only for Quant System owners. If you're not owner, that's fine. That's going to show you how the system gonna make you profit every day. So yeah, so George you already have Quant System. All right, so if you are a Quant System owner, are you trading the new version, VX, or are you still trading the old version? Because I still see some folks actually trading the old system for some reason, because I made a video about it. I said, you guys should use the new version. I'm thinking to remove the old version from the members area. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm actually thinking to remove it from the members area. So if you log in now to your members area, go all the way down, you will see Quant Alpha System VX, and you will see the NQ version, ES version. And actually, I'm trading only NQ. I don't trade ES, so only NQ. So please download the new version. Same thing, just download it and then go to Tools, Import, and then you import it, and then you add it to screen. It's a chart like this. You're gonna go Strategies, and then you're gonna see it here, Quant Alpha VX NQ, right? You're once you add it, just don't change anything, and just enable, right? And with the VX, I'm using 1 minute Heikinatchi. Okay, I'm not using 1 minute normal. Actually, there's no difference between both, but Heikinatchi gonna make the bars look more clear, more clean. It's gonna show you the trend direction in more efficient way than the other 1 minute. So just use 1 minute Heikinatchi. So last 1 minute, and type Heikinatchi, and then in 1 minute chart, right? And then you can do 5 days, whatever. But I'm using Heikinatchi this way better, right? So pick 1 minute chart in Heikinatchi, and then add the VX on the chart, and then you should have this template. Actually, there's only one thing, actually two things I added to this template. The VWAP, which is you don't need it, by the way. I'm not using for the setup at all, but I just have it for reference, but you don't have to have it. The only thing I added to this template, which is different than you guys have, which is the 100 EMA. The 100 EMA. And the 100 EMA is very important this setup now. Very important. I will let you know why. So if you don't have the 100 EMA, please add it to your chart. 100 EMA, right? And I like to have like white and make it like bold, like width 6 to 7, so it can be standing out, right? And everything the same. So all our indicators is going to be the same. We have the swing high, swing low, 5 period. We have the parabolic SARs, which you're using for trailing stop as usual. Price line, net change, if you have it, it doesn't matter. And then we have the 8 EMA, which is the yellow line. We use it to move our stop early, whatever, if the price close above or below the 8. I'm going to explain the process now, but I'm just telling you what indicator you should have. And then I have the Quant Alpha AI volume. Actually, I'm not using with this setup the AI volume, but it's just extra confirmation. If I'm in a trade, I see some AI volume in my favor, I might add, but I'm not adding any contract. So feel free to use it or not, because it's not considered anything with this new approach with the VX. And we have the supply and demand zones. It's very important to have the supply and demand zones, because sometimes when you gotta set up a trader supply or demand zone, and it's better to move your entry right above it or below it. So it's good to have it to know that if the market is ranging or it's breaking, whatever. So I like to have a supply and demand. So if you don't have it, make sure you have it in your chart. And we have a trend line. This might be a new to you, indicator called trend line. I use it also to give me extra confirmation. If let's say I got a long signal, and the long signal is already at the trend line long and didn't break it, so I'm not gonna just go long. I'm just gonna buy my stop, buy my buy limit, few ticks above it, once break the trend line. That's just confirmation. But again, you don't need to have it, but I have it. It's a free indicator. And I have the pivot, which is a free indicator too. Also the pivot, which is this one here. Where is it? 1 second. Where is the pivot? It's printed live, by the way, the pivot. So this pivot, I use it again as support and resistance. So if I have an entry right at the pivot, I'm just adding my buy or sell limit above or below the pivot, so I make sure I'm not stopped out easily, right? So this is a pivot. And by the way, by the end of the webinar, I'm gonna send you guys this template. Can actually just template and load it. You don't need to have it, but I'm gonna send it to you. And then I have the MACD. The MACD, I use it for extra confirmation. But again, the MACD, I use it myself, but you didn't have to use it, by the way. The MACD, I don't want you guys to look a lot of indicators at the same time. I hate it, by the way. I want you guys to use the signal and trade right about it. And just the signal and support resistance. That's all you need. So you need to have the MACD, by the way. I don't want confusion here. Then the most important one is the 100 EMA. This is the most important indicator you're going to have beside the signal, which is the 100 EMA. All right? So first, what time you're going to trade the system, right? You guys know I usually trade anything right at the open. 6:30 my time. I'm in Pacific time. You guys trade 9:30. But I find out the first 30 minutes in the market is always choppy, very choppy in the morning. So I back tested the last 3 months, and I see big difference. Big difference. And by the way, everything I'm talking back now is already back tested since August 1st. It's not, I tried this approach for the last 3 days. I said, oh, it's good. No, the last 3 months, I back tested this playback day by day. So I start trading the Quant VX at 7 a.m. Pacific, right? Which is 10 a.m. your time. So give 30 minutes. And I prefer actually, because sometimes when I sit on my desk at 6:45 and I see a signal, I take it. So I don't like that. I like at 7 a.m. because this is what I tested. This is what's giving the best result. So if you're on trade the system, do not look at the screen before 7 a.m. Just sit in your desk at 7 a.m. Pacific or 10 a.m. Eastern, and then start looking for a signal, right? That's the very thing. So first time is 7 a.m. So let's look for today. 7 a.m. And the good thing is about this VX, 1 second here. First of all, I want to give you guys an idea what is the difference between the VX and the old version. The VX, if you guys can see, has, like let's say today, we have a signal at 6:37, which is right because I trade at 7 a.m. So this one didn't work for me because I trade at 7. So since 7 a.m. until maybe 8:47, almost 1 hour and 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes, no trades. 1 hour, 45 minutes, no trade. So this VX, I made it to filter the choppiness. So you're not going to see a lot of signals, long, short, long. No. It made off to filter choppiness using the EDX and using the filter momentum and the MACD. So you're not going to see a lot of signals. And by the way I'm trading is just add the chart and doing something else. And maybe reading a book or watching a TV. And when I see the signal coming, I take the trade with the filter I'm going to tell you. But yes, you don't need to have to in front of your chart, but you can actually do something else because you're not going to sit 1 hour and a half staring at the screen. You can just have the screen and do something else on another screen, or reading a book or watching anything. And then when you have the signal, you're going to play a sound, INQ short, INQ long, and then you're going to see if it's valid or no, right? So this is the very thing. 7 a.m. in the morning, and then you wait. Our first filter is we taking long trade if the price above the 100 EMA. Right? So we don't take any trades, any long trades if the price is below the 100, and the same with the short. So we didn't take any short trade if the price is above the EMA. In this case, it turns out to be a winning trade, but it doesn't matter. I don't want you okay because this one is winning trade. No, I don't care. No, you should care because, like I said, I back tested for the last 3 months. So if you take long trades and the price is below the 100 EMA and short trade, the price above the 100 EMA, the losers way bigger than the winners. So you're going to end up losing. That's what I'm saying. So it's a very important thing. Do not take short trade if the price above the EMA, the 100 EMA. Do not. Just, I don't care if it's winning, losing. Like I saw this today, all right, no problem. I can take it. Right? Usually I trade from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. East Pacific, which is from 10 to 11:30 Eastern. And then I'm done. So my approach is I trade. I will let you know the ATM strategy and everything, but I trade until I'm green. So if the first trade is green, I stop trading. I don't trade anymore. Even if it's $10, I don't care. If I'm red, my max loss gonna be around, let's say, from $700 to $1,000. So mainly, if I lose the first trade and I'm losing more than $500, I'm gonna stop trading. But it's like 100, 200, stuff like that, I'm gonna keep. But like 500 and above, I'm gonna stop trading because I wanna be my winning days way than my losing days, right? And the average winning day is gonna be around from 400, sometimes go above $2,000 because I trade in 2 contracts, right? So I trade from 7 a.m. until 8:30 a.m. But sometimes, like today happened, there's no trades. Actually, this trade at 8:45. So no trades from 7 to 8:30, no trades at all. 1 hour, 30 minutes, I have no trades. Now we have 2 options. Either you said, okay, I'm fine. See you tomorrow. It happened, by the way, on Friday. There was no trade in the morning. Sometimes it happened. But today I said, okay, I'm going to wait for a little bit and see. And I saw this trade. I didn't take it. And then I wait, and I see if you can see this trade. That's what I'm saying. See this trade. You see this bar, the green bar here? If you are not sticking with the rule, the price should be above the 100 EMA to take it, and it should be close above it. This one didn't close above it. It didn't. So this one is not valid setup. So I took this one here. And it was at around 9:43. Today I was like, I'm going to trade it anyway. But usually, like I said, I sit for 1 hour and a half. But if you have time and there's no trade in the morning, you can actually sit until maybe like 12 or 11:30 or maybe 12:30 or 1 if you want, and look for trades. But usually you're going to have 1 trade at least or 2 at least in the morning, most of the time. But sometimes it happens. So I took this trade, was here, short. So what do you do if you're going to, like again, this, like normal quant system, this signal will print live. So the bar was still printing, and you get a short signal. And then you're going to wait until bar closed. You're going to add your sell limit right here, right below the bar, right here. Your stop loss should be at the second dot, or swing high or swing low. Which one is closer? Which one is closer? Sometimes you're gonna see the dots is above here, like way back here, and the swing high is here. So you're gonna add your still limit at the closest one. You don't want to risk so much. So your stop loss is gonna be at the second dot, not the last one, the one before it. So this is gonna be our stop loss. So if I'm this trade, 1 second here, this is gonna be my stop loss right here. And by the way, because the second dot is so close from the swing high and low, personally for me, I'm gonna add it here. Because of one thing, I don't care actually, because I'm already monitoring the 8 EMA. So if any bar close above the 8, like you guys know, I'm gonna move my stop loss right above the bar, the high of the bar. So I don't care too much about when to place my stop. It's such protection. So my stop loss is here above the high, and then in this NQ, I trade 2 contracts. I trade first profit target is 80 ticks, right? I'm not using 40 because I want to make money from this strategy app, because I know I'm trading with the momentum, with the trend. That's why I'm using the 100 EMA to filter the trade. So I know the trade most of the time is gonna move at least 100, 150 in my favor. That's why I take 80 ticks first contract, and this 80 ticks first contract give me $400 instantly, right? Stop strategy, not for the first contract, none. Second one, I'm using 40 profit for 400 ticks, and then when the first contract hit profit, this one's gonna be break even. So take a screenshot of this if you want. It's gonna be 80 ticks profit trigger plus 0. So once the profit first target hit profit target, then your second contract will be break even immediately. And then I'm using 3 steps. Step 1, same one, 80, 80, 9999, which is gonna be like same break even. And then when the market hit 100 ticks profit, my stop loss gonna trail at 80 ticks. I'm using 4 ticks frequency. I'm using 1 tick. 1 tick is gonna make the market move quickly, the stop loss move quickly, and I don't like it. So I make it 4 ticks, so it gives the market extra room to breathe. And then so each 100 ticks, so when the market reach 100 tick, the price action will be behind the price with 80 ticks. So I'm doing this to give the market room to breathe, so I can catch bigger move. Once the market reach 200 ticks profit, I want to tie my stop loss now because it's 200 ticks. That's a big money. So I'm tying my stop to be 40 ticks and same 4 ticks frequency. All right? That's it. It's very easy, simple. It's not very complicated. And then once you do this, just in a trade and just let the stop loss move by itself. You don't need to do anything. And other thing, sometimes when you are in a trade and the market didn't hit the 800 ticks yet to start trailing, but you see the dots is coming. So in this case, since you are in the trade, you're gonna start moving your stop loss second dot. So see, when I'm entering the trade here with this bar here, I'm already this second dot. So my stop loss is gonna be here immediately now in this bar here. Then I'll start moving my stop loss second dot. Because sometimes you can see the market chop a little bit before moving. You're not gonna leave your stop loss here. No, you're gonna move your stop loss second dot and reduce your risk. In this case, if I'm here, I'm already break even almost. But in this case, actually, the market hit my first target immediately. Like I went from here, it's already moved like 87 ticks. So in this case, I'm already break even. In this hit here, already break even. And then if you guys can see, it didn't move 100 ticks. So I'm gonna move my stop loss now second dot. Like I see second dot. So now I'm making money now from the second contract, even though I didn't reach the 100 tick yet. You guys understand this? Please stop yes if you understand. This is very important. I'm not gonna keep my second contract break even when I see the dots coming in my favor. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna move my stop loss second dot, even the market didn't go 100 tick. And in this case, it already hit my second stop loss. How many ticks I made from this second contract? I made almost 33 ticks plus 40. This is I think 47 or 37 ticks profit. And that's it. I'm done. No more trade. And you guys can see, and by the way, this trade long here, this long trade here, happen here, this one here, is it valid setup or no? Just a question. No, because it's below the 100 EMA. And again, this one is valid, by the way. This one is valid setup, by the way. And the stop loss is going to be here, and turns out to be a nice trade. Do not judge the strategy because of 1-2 trades, winning trade, and it's against your rule. Because I did it before. Stick to your rule. It doesn't matter. And and again, this strategy is not it's not going to have signals every 5 minutes. So you're gonna have patience. You have to be patient with it. For me personally, I like trading in the morning, and from 7 to 8:30, and after 8:30, no trades. I'm done. Today is a special, but usually I'm not trading after 8:30. So if you have a setup in the morning, take it. If you don't have, that's fine. That's fine. Wait for tomorrow. And again, I'm taking only 1 trade a day. It's winner. If losing, if it's above 500, I'm done trading, and I'll trade for tomorrow. And I barely have losing days. Because, like I said, this signals, when you filter with 100 EMA, it's very, very accurate. I would say above 80% accuracy. It's very, very accurate. Okay? And I got some questions about which account size should I trade this with the two contracts? I would say 150 or above. 150 actually is a sweet spot for this specific approach, because 150, your trading threshold, I guess, 4,500, if I'm not mistaken. I think 4,500 threshold, the drawdown for the 150. So 4,500, if you're average losing between $500 to $1,000, it's going to be very, very, very low chance to hit your drawdown with this. Very low chance. But it's going to take some time. So it might take 2 weeks, 3 weeks to pass. But again, you know the rules. It's not important how long it takes for you to pass the evaluation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to take week, 2, 3 months. I don't care. But it should be consistent. You should know that if I'm taking this strategy for a month or two, I'm going to pass anyway. I'm going to trade my P account in confidence. I'm not looking for to make 60 grand one day and then next day I'm losing 5 grand, right? Or $9,000 in a day, and then next day I'm losing 5 grand. No, I'm keeping my losses between 500 and 1,000 in this average. I don't like to see 1,000, by the way. Like I said, if I lost $600-700, I'm done. But sometimes you are in a trade and your stop loss is big. It happened with me. Like I lost $1,400 in one day. It's in one trade, because the next swing high, swing low is very high, and the bar was big. So I took the trade. I lost $1,400. It happened one time. It sometimes might happen, but I don't trade after that. So you might have some losing trade above 1,000. It's going to happen very, very rare. But most of the time, if you end up losing, like within $500, $600, $700 max, and most of the time going to be winning if you stick to the rule of moving your stop loss. Other thing, which this I would say it's optional. It's optional, but I use it sometimes, which is make me save some losing trades. What is that? I want to see an example here, if you can see it here. I call it the 1 to 3 rule, or the 3 touches rule, right? Just give me a quick second. I'll be back. Just a quick second. Right? So this 3 rule doesn't happen a lot, but when it happened, it saved me losing trades. So I'm gonna try to draw what I'm talking about here. I'm so bad in drawing, but let's see. All right, line. See the line here. Okay. So let's assume this is your entry. This is your entry, right? Okay. This is your entry here. Make it entry, yes. And let's make another one. This is your stop loss. And again, I did this because I'm one of my hobbies, by the way. You guys should do this, by the way. You should play back the market. And before you take my word, by the way, just trade this strategy in a playback mode for the last month and stick with the rules and log your results. All right, I make 500, 600, 900, and see within a month how much you're going to make. This is going to give you confidence in your decision. So let's say this is your entry, this is your stop loss, right? And okay, when you already enter the trade, market did like this, start moving down, and let's say I want to see the target here first, because we don't have the first target. First target is here. This is your first target. I'm going to make this green. Right? Market go like this and didn't touch the target, and then start doing this. Go up like this, and then did it again. Go like this. Start going down, and start doing again like this. and start doing the same thing like this, right? So 1, 2, 3, and then start doing like this again. And all this, you stop loss and you're waiting, right? And this time the price go like this. So one touch, 1 second, third. This called the 3 touches. In this case, if I see the 3 touches like this, a market keep coming in the area before my target and keep pulling back for the second time, and the third time, I'm not gonna wait. My stop loss is gonna be here. Fuck off. Fuck off immediately. But it must be 3 touches. That's why I would say, if you're gonna stick with it, stick with the 3 touches, do it. If you're gonna be, your heart's gonna start beating, and no, I wanna get out early, blah blah blah, and you get no, just keep your stop loss here, and that's fine. But for me, when I see 3 touches like this, that means the market gonna pull back. And by the way, I would say 85% of the time, market gonna pull back again and hit your stop. And in this case, if I did this and the market hit my stop loss break even, I'm stop trading for the day, because that means the market price action range is low. And then this is again from the back testing, because I did it like when I have situation like this. Okay, I keep trading. 99% of the time, the trade I take after this trade is losing. Not saying this because I'm just saying because I tested. Right? So if you get this 3 touches and it ends up break even, just stop trading and come back tomorrow. That's fine. I have a question. Do you like to end up trade the day like 0, break even, or losing? Which one is better? I know it feels bad. It feels bad, or not. I feel bad. It feels bad. I get boring because you like trading, right? I want to be in the day without trading or 0. That's fine. That's completely fine to trade and don't have any money. Better than losing, right? 100%. So this 3 rule, 3 to 1 rule, 1, 2, 3 touches, and then if it didn't hit your profit target and come back, pull it back again, when the third one happened, you move your stop loss break even immediately. Right? Let's also talk about what if you got a signal right above or below support resistance area. I want to see an example of this. See if you have one here. Oh, look, I know this one is on an area. I want to see. Okay, this one is. I want to see. Like, let's see what this one, for instance. But this one is wrong trade, by the way. It's below the 8. So wrong setup. Below the 100, sorry. So it's the wrong setup. And by the way, this one is one of my favorites because it's coming from an area short. I love it. So this is one of my favorite. Turns out to be, gonna be like this trade. Let's see. I want to see something. Oh, 1 second here. And I want to see what this trade happened. This was like 8 p.m. So this one, no volatility. So I'm not gonna take this one. It's 8 p.m. So no. This one is good too. See, very nice trade. This one is good trade, but it didn't touch it. So, by the way, like this one here, you got a short signal, you had below the 100, but you have a swing low here. So you're gonna add your entry below the swing low, never touch it. So no trade. This one is good, nice trade. This one is a losing. What time is it? It was a 6 p.m. This one is 6 p.m. man. This was like 6 p.m. Nobody trades 6 p.m., which is 9 p.m. your time. This one is a nice one too. This one is the 3 p.m. trade. Some people like to trade the 3 p.m. trade. I don't like it, but it was a nice trade too. So if you got a signal right, like let's assume you got a buy signal here, right at the support resistance. For me, I would measure Let's say the entry was here. This was a signal, like the bar closed here, right? I would measure the distance if I add my entry here to the signal. I would see how many ticks. 21 ticks. For me personally, I don't like to see more than 20 ticks to adjust. If it's more than 20 ticks, I will take the trade, to be honest. Because more than 20 ticks, it's too much to adjust. Too much. It's gonna make your risk huge, because if you add, because even if you enter here, your stop loss must be the same spot if you enter here. You understand? So actually, you pay for the confirmation. So it's gonna reduce your risk, and you need 80 ticks. So sometimes what happens is the market is gonna do like this, move like 80 ticks, and then bounce back down. That's all you need, right? So if you enter here, you already hit your profit target. If you enter here, it's not gonna hit your profit target. It's gonna come back and hit your stop, right? So for me, if I see the adjustment is above 20 ticks, I'm not gonna adjust it. I'm gonna add my stop loss right above the entry, above the bar, and that's I take the trade. And again, it's winning or losing doesn't matter, because I tested. I know the long run is gonna make money, so I don't care. Below the 20 ticks, like within the range of 15, 10, 19, 17, stuff like that, I can adjust it to the area. Or if it's swing high or swing low or whatever, let's say you got a entry here, short here. Like let's say this one here. See this one here. This one here. What's the distance between the swing low and your entry? Just 18 ticks. Actually, I would say I would adjust it. But this is like 3:18 p.m. Right? So this trade is not valid anyway. Right? But I like to see the distance to adjust it. Like again, below the 20, I prefer to be like between 10 and 15 ticks to adjust it to, move my stop loss beyond or above, below or above any area. Above that, I would just take the trade and move my stop loss, swing high and swing low, and then start moving with the dot. And that's it. This strategy, the good thing about it is it's not going to consume your brain a lot, because you're not going to have to watch the market and crazy shit happening every 5 minutes. No, just open your chart. And I think Hani was trading this Quant AlphaVX, right, Hani? We talked 2 days ago. And turns out you Friday and today there was no trade in the morning. Did you take any trades with the VX? Yes, you did. Who's winning? I can see there's no losing trades today. I'm Friday, by the way. And by the way, I tested more than 10 different ATM strategy with this system. 10 different. One of them is one contract, two contracts. I tested 2 contracts only trailing. I tested a lot of things. And this one is the most profitable. This one here, the most profitable. I tested 40 ticks profit, everything. So what I'm doing, like again, I'm playing back 3 months. By the way, it's your system now, so you should do the same. Don't take my word for it. Just do it yourself. Right? And I told you before how you can do that. Just go to strategies, go to here, and then you're gonna go tools and go data. You're gonna go to historical data, get market data, replay data, and then pick NQ, let's say. And then you have to do day by day, by the way. So let's say today's 18. So you're gonna 18 download, and then you're gonna go 17, 16, and NinjaTrader allow you to go only 3 months back, only 3 months. So we're gonna go back like this, 17, 16, blah, blah, until should be August 17, I guess, 3 months. And when you're done this, you're gonna go connection, connect the connection and connect the playback, and then choose the period. Actually, I'm gonna do it. Why not? There we go. Disconnect. Then you're gonna go playback, connection, and you're gonna don't do anything here. Just press continue. And sometimes it takes some time. before it connect. And then when you connect, you should have the range. Here we go. 1 second. It came to another screen. Just give me 1 second. Oh man, I'm gonna do it again. Sometimes do that. So disconnect, reconnect again. There we go. So there you go. You're gonna move it. You're gonna have this screen here. You're gonna choose from, let's say, from August 17, let's say, or 18, whatever, 19, Monday, until today. Then you're gonna play back one. Then you open your chart. 1 second. Like this. What I'm doing is, because then you can actually speed up. So I need to have from 7 a.m. So I'm doing is like, okay, I'm gonna go max speed. I'm telling you my way of back testing. Max speed until it reaches the 21:07 a.m. See, I'm gonna, so when it's 6:30, I'm gonna now reduce the speed a little bit until it reaches 7 a.m. Here we go, reduce a little bit. 7:52, 7:53. 54, 50, blah, blah, 55, 6, 70. And this is 7 a.m. Of course, you have to make sure your strategy is already enabled because you have to change this to be playback. Change the account to playback, and then apply. Then you have this. And then now we are trading the 20th of August at 7 a.m. And then again, you can actually make the speed a little bit higher, maybe like 4. And then you will see. When you have any signal, just add your buy limit. Once you earn a trade, you can actually, make it faster, so you can see the result very quickly. And let's see. So I want to see this one here. Why not? Since you are here, let's test this one. So now 7:05, no trade. You can actually make it a little bit. 20 is good. You can actually adjust the speed because sometimes I could go moving fast. August 20 and 1 second here. Sorry, guys. I want to see August 20. Which date was August 20? August 20 was Tuesday. Okay. No trade so far. 7:13. Can actually maybe a little bit higher if you want. But in this case, you got a long signal and you got already below the 100. So we might get a short signal now. Let's see. No short signal. Make it high a little bit. Move it faster a little bit. $7.23, still no trades. I'm gonna move it a little bit higher. Let's see. So 1 hour now passed. 30 minutes passed now, no trades. And again, you don't need to stare at your chart the whole time. You can actually put the chart like this and make your sound high, and then you can do something else. Another screen, you can read a book or study or whatever you want, and then we can have a signal, short, long. Just prepare yourself and get ready to take action. Stay no trades. Stay no trades, buddy. And by the way, I'm testing this just trying to get a random date. I didn't choose it, by the way. I don't know what's the result. I forgot, to be honest. Still no trades. I have a question. Do you guys prefer a system that provides less signal but more accuracy, or a lot of signals but engage a lot of choppiness? Which one you prefer? I personally like to trade in a signal to provide me less signals, but more accuracy. It's almost 8 a.m., still no trades. Yes, of course. Sometimes, by the way, I trade this in the bed, by the way. I'm not kidding. I take my laptop in the bed, so open it, and just look at and do something. I put my laptop in my side, look at the screen. I'm sitting in my bed reading a book, and yeah, look at the screen. And if I hear the voice in queue, short, long, whatever, I take the trade. And once another trade, I go back to sleep. Happened a lot because I wake up early, 6:30 in the morning sometimes here. So sometimes I sleep after trading. That's 8:06. Still no trades. Let's pass it a little bit more. I want to see. And guys, one thing you have to know: this signals doesn't take too long trade. So if the last one is long, the next one must be short. So just to let you know, it's not gonna print too long trade, too long signal side by side. No. So now we're expecting a short now, which is good because we're already below the 100. So let's see. 821, 22, still no trades. Let's see. We have it's 8:30 now. No trades. Again, up to you. Want to wait a little bit more because no trades that happened today. You want to wait a little more and see if you're gonna have any signals. Let's see. There we go. Got a short signal at 8:46. So what are you gonna do now? Gonna add your sell limit here, right here, and I see this. I see swing low. See like this. I got my sell limit here. I'm gonna below the swing low here like this, and let's see what's gonna happen. Didn't touch it. That's okay. And then the long signal now, and if you guys can see, it's above the hundreds, right? So I'm gonna slow it down now a little bit because you already have 49 seconds. I want to see this bar close above the 100. If it close above the 100, cancel this and add my buy limit here. Let's see. I know for some reason this day has no data. See, it's very, what is that? I don't know. Very slow day. So turns out, but I don't. Why this bar is not moving? Should be here. It's close above the 800. Sorry. Let's see. But the market is not moving, man. Something wrong here. See, market is not moving. So let's see this. What trade gonna do? Sometimes when you do playback, you're gonna do this. By the way, you're gonna pass your entry sometimes, especially if you're moving fast. So let's try another day, man. Let's say today's 18. All right, let's say anything. Let's say 13, November 13. I don't know. November 12. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna see that. I want to see that until 13, 7 a.m. See, this is the way I'm backtesting, by the way. Now slow it down a little bit. Now more. Slow it down more a little bit. I don't want to pass the. 7, 8. Then we have 7 a.m. Oh, look at this. That's a good one, by the way. That's a very good one. Thank you. I got this one here. So this one actually, I'm glad I have this. I don't know what happened by chance. You got if you guys can see this, you got a short signal. It didn't touch before 7. So now what are you gonna do? Anyone can tell me? This is one of the things I would like to explain, but glad I have it now. I can explain. So if you have a signal and it's 7 a.m. and you got a signal it never been touched, what are you gonna do now? Buddy, you can just add your sell limit right before the signal because it never touched. By the way, it's 7 a.m. So what I'm gonna do now is just add my sell limit right here. Right here. And let's see. There we go. See this? Oh, there you go. How much money we made? 540 in less than 1 minute. 1 minute, 540. Right? So that's why. So if you get a signal before 7 a.m., but the rule is the signal must be never touched, which is this case. But if touched like a few ticks, no, don't take it. Just wait for a few seconds. But this one, never been touched. So I had my sell limit here, wait it, make $540, and that's it. And you're done. Close your computer and come back tomorrow. So, any question about how we trade the strategy, ATM, anything? Should we trade with the ES also now? For me personally, I like to trade one market because ES and NQ moving both of them at the same time most of the time. So if you are long ES and NQ, actually you dominate your risk. So it's better to trade 2 contract NQ than trading 1 contract ES and 1 contract NQ, by the way, because both of them moving with the same direction 90% of the time. So if you're trading both of them same direction, you actually double your risk. You do not do yourself any favor. So it's better to trade NQ because NQ is moving faster, it's more volatile, less choppiness than ES. Sometimes you have NQ choppy, but it's not like ES. ES is like very choppy. So playing the 7 touch, not 7, buddy, 3 touch, not 7. Are you talking about? We're talking about the 7 a.m. The 7 a.m. like this one here. Okay. Again, if it's 7 a.m., which has happened here, and the market didn't touch the signal, I will show you again. What day was it? What day was it? The 13th? Yeah, I guess it was 13. Okay, let's do it again. Now looking for the 13. Oh man, see, this was already moving too fast. I will do it again. Okay, no, 12. Slow down a little bit. Okay, now slow down. I want to see 7 a.m. Oh, look at that's what I'm talking about. I think this was a different date, by the way. It's not the date not the same day we're trading, but anyway, it wasn't the same date because the day we're trading, it never been touched. So in this case, yeah, the day we traded, it wasn't being touched. So if in this case, again, for me, if I see like few ticks like this and a swing low at the 7 a.m., I might actually add my sell limit here. If it's like 5, 6 ticks and it bounce at the swing low, swing high like this, I'm going to add my sell limit at 7 a.m. But I prefer it if it never been touched. This one is touched actually. See, it touched a few ticks. But if for me, if it is swing low like this and it's below the 100, and I would just maybe like take the trade, and let's see what's gonna happen. Here we go. Use stop loss where? Stop loss should be second dot or swing low, swing high. Sorry, this is gonna be the swing high. And I'm moving my stop loss second dot now. Second dot now. Glad I show you the winning and the losing so you can know. But again, in this trade, it's not the perfect setup. It's not, because it's already touched it. So I prefer to have a setup that already not been touched before the 7 a.m. so you can get a free signal. But it's fine. Then I'm moving my stop loss second dot again. See? Using my risk. Then you get a second dot again. Now I'm already down almost $700, so I'm not gonna take any trades. So this for me gonna be like that. If I lost this trade, I'm done. That's fine. I'm not gonna take any trade. I wanna be, and then my stop loss. And again, see, this is your second dot. You can move. You can keep it here up this line, or you can actually move the second dot here. That's up to you to reduce your risk. I think it's gonna be losing. Yeah, it's gonna be losing trade. So this one is a losing trade. How much you lost? We lost almost $800. This is the 11:30. That's fine. You gotta have a losing, you gotta have a winners. But if you keep trading, you're gonna lose more. That's why I like to trade one trade. If it's winning, I'm done. If it's losing, I'm done. Most of the time, it's gonna be winners. Most of the time. And if you don't believe me, do it yourself. Do the playback. It's gonna. By the way, playback the 3 months. It's gonna take for me like 3-4 hours. By the way, not more than that. So anytime you have time, just sit down, load your data, and trade it. Let's say from August 17 until today, day by day, and had an Excel sheet, and add your honest result every day. I make 500, I make 1,000, I make 2,000, I lost 500, 800, whatever, and see how much money you make every month, or every week, and then you're gonna give you confidence when you're taking the trades. Make sense? And by the way, if you didn't take the short trade, if you didn't touch it here and you didn't take it, you should be long now, by the way, because this is already the long signal here. It should be long here, right? It should be long already if you don't take this trade. And it's going to be a losing trade too. So the problem is, and that's why I don't like to trade more than one trade, because most of the time, if you guys realize this or no, when you lose a trade, like 80%, the second one will be losing too. And if you win the trade, the second one will be winning. Because losing the trade means the market range is so tight. So now we are swimming against the waves. So it doesn't make sense to keep trading. So if you lost, that's it. See you tomorrow. Right? So if you guys are members of Quant Alpha System, they should be now downloading the VX version and start playbacking with it, back testing. Start from tomorrow trading it, 7 a.m. Don't trade at the open. And again, let's say, okay, I want to back test it at the open. Why not? Just trade it at the open. Trade 7 a.m. in the morning first. Finish the 3 months, and then back test it again at 6:30 in the morning, which is 9:30 Eastern, and see what's the difference. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 6:30 is better, which is by the way, it's not. But do it yourself. Because you have to have confidence in your entry and stops, right? So anyone here is not a member of Quant Alpha System? Anyone here? Anyone? So if you're not a member, we actually make a very nice Black Friday deal. So you can have it actually, the Quant Alpha System with a supply and demand indicator. And by the way, supply and demand system had its own signals too. So we have a supply and demand signals, which is printing this live areas, and it has its own signals too, plus the signals coming from the VX. But if you have it, just use the supply and demand signal areas. Don't use the signals for supply and demand. Use signals for the VX for the best result. All right, so I'm going to send you the link now for this, and for the supply and demand and elite, which is the supply and demand and the Quant Alpha System, both of them 424, which is very nice offer. Both of them was, I think, it's above 1100. So this is more than 80% off. So read the link. If you're not a member, make sure this offer gonna be ending at November 30th. Any other question, guys? I'm done here, by the way. I'm here to ask any questions if you have. Any questions? I'm going to wait for the next 5 minutes. If any question, I'm going to close the session. Seems like no questions. That's good. I mean, I did a good job. And by the way, one more thing before I go. Try to avoid the high volatility trading days, like the FOMC days, the interest rate, which is one of the very high volatile dates. So if you have a date like have interest rate, FOMC, stuff like that, it's better to stop trading. Don't trade this day. Just skip it. Like if you look at the economic calendar now, we have November 18. I would say tomorrow is 19. Tomorrow is fine. No big events this month. Let's see. We have FOMC minutes. FOMC minutes. It's not a FOMC day, but personally, I would skip the FOMC all. Like if I see any FOMC in a day, no, I'm not gonna trade this Tuesday. So forget about it. We have no. This one is core price action. Doesn't matter. This one is good. I don't mind it. All this is. I don't mind this. Non-farm payroll unemployment rate. I'm fine with this too. No, that's fine. But I don't like I don't like the interest rate, which has happened like I think like last week. I didn't trade this day, and any day FOMC I don't trade. Any day fee interest rate I don't trade. Otherwise, you can trade any day you want. Right? That's it, guys. And I'll make sure we send this recording. And if you have any question, please reach out. support@alphatrain.com. Thank you so much for joining, and see you in the room. Thank you.